Hi, everyone, and welcome to our chair yoga class today. Today, we're going to be focusing on helping our joints to stay nice and healthy. During our yoga class, the postures that we do are, especially in this class, designed to not only increase our awareness of our bodies and our daily positions, but we can also begin to strengthen and lubricate and balance our muscles and joints to improving our energy and our circulation. We can also lower the stress levels, which helps lower inflammation, and lower inflammation can mean less pain. So let's get started as we come to our seated mountain pose in our chairs. Take a few moments with our feet on the floor, our hips on the chair, our arms resting by our side, bringing our presence to our practice today, feeling our physical presence on our mat, on our chairs. As we move within, let's connect with our breath, breathing in and out through our nose. And as we're breathing, as our muscles begin to relax, as our minds begin to quiet and calm, let's acknowledge or maybe notice any joints or areas of our body that feel a little stiff, a little tight. And we're just observing. We don't need to change anything. We're not judging anything. We just want to notice how we're feeling as we begin our class today. So as we bring ourselves fully present into the moment, as we connect with the relaxing rhythm of our breathing, we can begin to relax those muscles and joints and begin to let go of stress and tension. As our breathing gets a little deeper, our heart rate lowers a little bit. We feel a little calmer, a little more relaxed, lowering our stress levels. So as we're breathing, as we're moving through our practice today, as always, let's remember to listen to and honor our bodies, to find our range of motion, to find our poses that will meet our needs for today. So as we take our few last relaxing inhalations and exhalations, as we continue to relax our muscles, our joints, release the stress and tension from our bodies, calming and quieting our minds as well. Let's let go of expectations and judgments and just enjoy all that our practice has to offer us today. So for today's practice, we're going to start by doing a gentle facial massage. So we do a lot of movements that help relieve the stress and tension from our face, but we can also massage this tension out of our face. So we're going to take our hands and rub them together, get them nice and warm. And we're going to start massaging above our eyes, kind of along our eyebrow line. So whatever fingers work for you, you might want to take your glasses off and just kind of gently massage, starting between our eyebrows, the bridge of our nose, and kind of working our way around and out towards our temples. We want to apply pressure so we can feel the movements. And maybe we go up a little bit higher. Again, just massaging our forehead any way that feels good for us. Feel free to close your eyes, stay with the breath. And then we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to start below our eyes. So the lower edge of our eye socket. And again, whichever fingers work for you, 1 finger, 2 fingers, again, applying as much pressure as you'd like as we gently massage under our eyes out to our temples again. And then we're going to start underneath our nose and just massage out, kind of along our upper arch out to our ears. With a lot of tension in our jaw. I'm sure we've all caught ourselves clenching our jaw, whether when we're driving or other times. And then we're going to take our thumb and our index finger, start at the center of our chin and work our way out along our lower jaw out to our ears. And then we're just going to circle right in front of right where our TMJ is. Maybe go around our ears a few times, just whatever feels good. Good, and then let's float our hands back to our lap. Take a few calming, centering breaths, and we're going to gently open our eyes. Eyes only, you're going to look up to the ceiling, and then back to center, and then look down towards the floor, and back to center. Looking up, center, looking down, center. One more look up, back to center, one more look down, and then let's gently close our eyes. Take a nice calming, centering breath here, and as we open our eyes, eyes only, you're going to look to the right, back to center, and to the left, and center. To the right, center, to the left. One more time to the right, one more time to the left. And again, gently closing our eyes. Just take a nice calming, centering breath here. And then on our next inhale, we're going to gently open our eyes, nice calm face. Exhale, we're going to squeeze our entire face as tight as we can. And then inhale, slowly let everything relax. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Just get any residual stress and tension. Imagine that you're wringing out the face cloth and then letting it all, nice clear water coming back in. Take a nice calming breath. As we open, we're going to open our jaw. So being gentle on an inhale, we're going to gently start to open our jaw. And then exhale, bring your lips together, purse them really tight. And then inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more time, inhale, open. And then exhale, close, nice and tight. Take another breath. Let's move to our neck. So we're going to inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin down. Just a gentle nodding of our head. One more inhale up. One more exhale down. And then as we bring our chin back to neutral, we're going to gently turn our head to the right and back to center and to the left. To the right and to the left. Let's do that one more time. And then again, pausing here, take a nice calming centering breath. And we're going to do our little rooster head. So on an inhale, or turtle head, I should say, we're going to keep our chin parallel to the floor. We're going to inhale, reaching that chin forward. And then as we exhale, we're going to tuck it back in. Keep it parallel to the floor. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, draw it back in. Inhale and exhale. And then just let it float back to its neutral position. Again, closing our eyes, taking a breath or two. Just checking in. So as we bring our arms to our side, we're just going to do some arm swings. Forward and back. Good, and then we're going to crisscross. And as we bring our arms back to our side, arms float to our side, we're gonna just lift that right shoulder, do a right shoulder shrug, come back down, and then do a left shoulder shrug. Sorry about that, right shoulder shrug, and down, and left shoulder shrug. Good, just the right, slowly release, and just the left. And then we're gonna do both, all the way up and all the way down, nice and easy. Let's do it one more time. Good, and then shake out both hands a little bit. We're gonna go right into our cat-cow flow. So we're gonna bring our hands to our thighs. On an inhale, it's lengthened through the front of our spine, remembering that our vertebrae, our spine is one big joint. And then we're gonna round into cat. So inhale into cow, exhale into cat. Let's do 2 more cat-cow flows. And then as we come back to center, let's pause one more time. Arms by our side. On an inhale, slide your right arm up to the rib cage, opening up the right side of our spine, and then we're going to come back down, and then we're going to do the left, same thing. Let's do one more side stretch. It's warming up our spine, the joints. We're also working into our shoulders, our elbows, and then let's cross our arms as we do our gentle twist, inhaling, twisting to the right, and back to center, and then inhaling, twisting to the left. Back to center, let's twist to the right, back to center, and twist to the left. One more gentle twist in each direction. As we come back to center, let's come back to mountain pose. Let's take a breath or two. Feel free to grab some water. Take a moment to check in. Staying hydrated helps keep our joints nice and lubricated. So we're going to start to move into the shoulder joints a little bit more. We're going to start by bringing our arms, let's warm up our elbows a little bit. So arms by our side, palms forward. Take an inhale here, exhale. We're just going to bend our elbows, fingertips to the shoulders, turn your palms around, and then come back down. Rotate palms forward as we come up, rotate palms back as we come down. Do that one more time, and then we're going to move into the shoulders a little bit more now that we've got our elbows. So this time we're going to bring our arms straight out. On an inhale, arms are going to come all the way up. As we exhale, we're going to bring our fingertips to our shoulders, and then inhale, elbows down, exhale, elbows up, inhale, arms up, exhale, come halfway down. Let's do that flow a few more times. Inhaling, exhaling. Keep the fingertips on the shoulders best you can as we lower the elbows, lift the elbows, extend the arms all the way down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. This time we're going to go all the way down, and then just some shoulder rolls back. So let's open our shoulders a different way as we bring our hands together in front of our hearts. And then we're going to bring our arms out. So let's take an inhale here. As we exhale, we're going to bring our palms to our chest, draw our elbows back, squeeze those shoulder blades. Then back to center. Take one full breath. So let's inhale as we come opening our chest, elbows back. Exhale, we're going to come all the way back, palms forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, we're going to inhale and then exhale. We're going to keep that space. Just bring our fingertips to our shoulders, and then we're going to circle our shoulders forward. Maybe bring those elbows towards each other and then separate them. And then we're going to go the other way. And then let's bring our shoulders down, let our hands float down. Take a breath or two here. And then floating our hands up, we're going to do our hands. So we're going to gently flip our palms up, back to center, then flip your palms down. Back to center, palms up, center, palms down. One more, palms up. One more, palms down. And then both hands are going to go to the right, back to center, to the left. To the right, to the left. One more time to the right. One more time to the left, and then some wrist circles. Both directions. And then let's float our hands to our lap. Let's do our palms up this time and just take a breath or two here, noticing how we're feeling. So we're going to do some movement standing. We're not going to be doing our traditional warriors and things like that because we're working on our joints today. So let's take a moment just to kind of center ourselves, and then we're going to stand up and stay close to our chair. As we continue, we're going to bring our arms to our side. Either side. Stay behind your chair. I'm going to come to the side just so you can see me. On an inhale, we're going to reach our arms straight out and just reach through those fingertips. Now just imagining we're opening spaces between our shoulder joints, our elbow joints, our wrist joints, our finger joints. Take a breath or two here. Relax the top of the shoulders, and then slowly we're going to lower down. Let's do that again. Inhale, we're going to reach, 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 reach. And then slowly lower down. Let's do that one more time. We're also strengthening the muscles around these joints. So as we open up that space, we're strengthening those muscles around those joints. And then slowly, let's release down. Good. Holding onto the chair, we're going to do one arm up. So we're going to reach overhead. Nice lengthening through one side. Breathing. And then slowly release that arm down. Feel free to switch if we're holding on to the chair, and we're gonna reach the other arm up. Nice lengthening again, not only opening up joints in our shoulders, our shoulder and arm, but in between our ribs, our hip, and then release down. Good. We can do both arms or go back to just the right arm as we reach up. Lengthening, holding, breathing. And then slowly lower the arms down. And then we're going to do one more time, other arm or both arms. And then let's slowly come on down. Roll the shoulders back a few times. Let's come behind our chair. We're going to do a few standing cat-cows now. So hands on the chair, nice neutral spine. On an inhale, we're going to pull our shoulder blades down and back, lift our chin, lift our heart, open up the front of our spine. And then as we exhale, we're just going to start to round, little bend in the knees as we tuck our tailbone, pull our belly in, round your shoulders forward, tuck your chin down. Inhale, back into a cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more inhale. One more exhale. And then as we come back to our mountain pose, we're going to step our feet just a little bit wider than hip distance apart. And we're going to do some hip circles. So we're going to circle our hips, just warming up those hip joints, warming up our lower spine. Keep a little bend in the knees. And then we're going to reverse and go the opposite way. And then keeping our feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. We're going to do a little bit of swimming. So we're going to inhale, arms overhead. I'll turn sideways. As we exhale, we're going to start to bend our knees and we're going to do a little hinge forward and just swim forward. You decide how far you want to go. And then we're going to swim all the way back up. Swimming down. And swimming up. Do that one more time, swimming down. And swimming up. And then let's bring our arms down. Take a few breaths. Check in. Let's grab a little bit of water. Get our joints lubricated. We're doing a lot of moving around. Just check in and see where we're at. We're going to move to start to warm up our legs a little bit. So let's start by holding onto the chair. Right leg is going to be standing. So we're going to shift our weight to our right leg, and we're just going to swing our left leg forward and back. So we just start to loosen up that hip joint. Just kind of let it swing. Not too much energy needed once we get it swinging. Good, now let's put that leg down. Just see if you feel a little difference between the left and the right legs already. So let's shift weight to the left leg, tall spine. We're gonna swing our right leg front and back. So this is something you can do on a regular basis, either on the floor or to get a little bit more movement in that swing. You can, the leg that we're standing on, you can place it on a step and have the other one hanging off. And then you can, or you can stand on a book or a yoga block. And then let's bring that leg down. We should feel a lot of energy flowing into our legs. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to swing to the side and back. So right leg is standing. We're just going to swing. If you can't cross the midline, just swing it in and out, or maybe just in line with that other foot. You can go back and forth to the front, to the back, just little swings here. Good, and then let's go to the other side, same thing. Tall spine. Keep breathing. So we're getting that hip starting to move. Good, then let's come down, just do a little strut here. Take a breath. And then we're gonna do some knee swirls. So we're gonna lift one leg a little bit, little toe point. So right leg is standing, left leg, and we're just gonna make little circles, like we're stirring a little pot on the floor. Just getting that knee joint a little lubricated here as we circle the other way. And then slowly lower that leg down, and we're gonna go to the other side. So just little tiny circles. Both directions. Good, now that we've got that knee joint, let's face our chair. We're gonna bend our knees. So we're gonna bend the left knee, flex that foot and kind of bring that heel towards the glute, and then we'll do the right. So we're gonna alternate here. Just a few more. Good, and then just a little strut as we move down to our ankles. Actually, let's do a few struts. Just kind of get those muscles warmed up in the calves, start to warm up those ankle joints. If you feel like you need a little break, you can come to a seated position and continue with our joint class seated. But let's bring our weight to our right leg. We're going to lift that left leg up, just bring it in front a little bit, and we're going to flex and point. Good, bring that leg down, lift the other one, flex and point. Good, let's go back to the other leg. We're gonna come here and we're gonna point the toes in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Good, and then roll so that the arch is facing in, and then roll the other way. Go one way and the other. So sole looking in, sole looking out. Good, and lower that leg. Let's go to the other one. So we're going to start with our little windshield wiper. Turning in and out. With our sole looking at the sole of our foot, or bottom of our foot looking at the floor. Good, and then we're going to roll it in, roll it out. So a little internal and external to strengthen the ankle joint. Good. Come back, little struts. One more. We're going to go back to the left foot and do our ankle circles. Try to spread your toes out. Both directions. Circle. Then slowly release. Let's go to the other side. Circle the ankles. One direction and then the other. And as we come down, let's just do a few more struts, a few more shoulder rolls. Take a breath or two here. Let's check in and see how we're doing. Stay behind our chairs, or let's come to the side of the chair. Feet are hip distance apart. We're going to inhale. We're going to lift our heels, come up onto our toes, and then exhale, release. So we can keep one hand on the chair, maybe one finger on the chair. Maybe we can take both hands off the chair, challenge our balance a little bit. And then with one hand on the chair or no hands on the chair, we're going to lift up on our toes, and then we're just going to do a little twist to the right, come back to center and lower down. We're going to lift Little twist left, back to center and come down. Good. Lift, twist right, and come back down. Lift, twist to left, and come back down. Let's do that one more time, each direction. Lift, twist. So remember, one hand can stay on the chair the whole time or very close to the chair if we need it as we twist left. One more time, and come down. Good, let's shake out one leg, shake out the other leg, roll the shoulders. Take a moment, we're gonna come back to a seated position. And work through our joints one more time. So take a moment, close your eyes, connect with the breath. Let's just check in and notice how we're doing. So from a seated position, let's walk our feet wide, scoot forward. We're going to do some windshields here. And then we're going to gently drop this right knee, turning sideways, slide that leg back. And we're in our lunge position, adding that right arm if we'd like. Breathing here. And then slowly, we're going to lower that arm, slide that leg back. Let's come back to center. Pause for a moment. And then we're going to walk wide. Let's do our windshields one more time. And then gently drop that left knee, slide that hip off, slide that foot back as much as you feels comfortable for you. We want to open up this hip joint, open up some space in the front of that hip. Reaching up and let that knee and hip sink down. Just feel that nice opening. Then slowly, let's bring the arm down, bring that leg back in, coming back to center, pausing here. Just take a moment in seated mountain, and then we're going to do alternating knee hugs. So bring one knee in and release, and the other, holding gently behind the knee. You can even kind of lower your upper body a little bit, like you're getting ready to kiss your knee. Just opening up the back of the hip. One more with the right leg. One more with the left leg. And then just the right knee is going to pick up and our leg, and we're going to do our hip hinges, externally rotating our hip. And then gently bring that foot down, lift that other leg, hip hinges on this side. And then slowly bring that leg down. Let's go back to the right, lift it one more time, hip circles. One direction. And then the other. And then slowly lower that leg. Let's lift the other, hip circles. We want to make sure we're breathing both directions. And then slowly lower down. Let's take a breath or two here. We're going to move from our hips and move back into our torso. We're going to start with some pelvic tilts. So let's bring our attention to our belly button. Take an inhale here as we exhale. We're going to pull our belly button in, and we're going to tuck our tailbone under. So a little rounding of that low back, and then we're going to release. Exhale, we're going to pelvic tilt. Inhale, release. So we want to make sure that low back is nice and warmed up. Let's do 2 more pelvic tilts. And then as we come back to center, let's take a nice relaxing breath here. Inhale, arms are going to reach all the way out. And then we're going to bend our elbows. Relax your shoulders, arms are in cactus. And then we're going to gently bring elbows together and open nice and wide. So we're getting into that mid back area. So we did the low back with our pelvic tilts. Now we're warming up our mid back one more time, our thoracic spine, our shoulder blade area, our rib cage area. And then as we come together, we can either keep our palms together and stay right here, or we can stack our right elbow on top of our left and bring the back of our hands together, or wrap all the way, finding our eagle arms. And then just a little hinge forward here. So let's do a little pelvic tilt. So we want to open up our low back, and then we're going to start to round down, open up that mid back, a little tuck in the chin. Take 3 or 4 breaths here. And then slowly, we're going to come back up to neutral. We're going to unwrap our arms. Let's do a few more cactuses. So we have to do one more side. This time, the left elbow is going to stack on top. You can keep your palms together, stack, forearms, palms together. And let's do the same thing. So we're going to tuck the tailbone, pull the belly, and then start to round down. Draw the elbows towards the rib cage. Tuck the chin, breathing here. And then slowly, we're gonna pick ourselves back up. We're gonna unwrap our arms all the way up. And then let's just do some nice, gentle shoulder rolls back. Let's do some alternating. Doing a backstroke. So we did swimming forward, so let's swim back. Elbows can stay bent here, or maybe the whole arm can reach behind. Start to open up the front of the shoulders a little bit. So remember, start with the elbows bent. And if that feels all right for your shoulders, maybe add a little bit straighter arm flow. And then we're going to inhale both arms out again. Let's find that reach, opening up those shoulder joints. Take a nice breath or 2 here. And then we're going to take our right arm and we're going to slide it behind us, across our low back, as far over as you can. And then we're going to take our left hand and gently grab onto that right wrist. So we're opening the front of this right shoulder. Take an inhale, exhale. We're going to gently turn our head to the left and tuck our chin down. Relax the top of the shoulders, breathe and open the front of this right shoulder. So we're opening up that shoulder joint. Nice full relaxing breaths as we lift our chin, bring our head back to center. We're going to slide both arms apart, reaching out. Just take a moment, maybe noticing that right shoulder feels a little differently than the left. One more inhale, get some more space. Then the left arm is going to slide behind, palm is up, slide it as far over as you can, and then gently grab onto that left wrist, long spine. We're going to turn our head to the right and then tuck our chin down. Breathing here. One more inhale and exhale, and then we're going to lift our chin, come back to center, slide our arms out, bring both hands, and again, feel free to do some shoulder rolls if that feels good. Coming back to our seated mountain pose. Just for a breath or 2 and then we're going to exhale, gently tuck our chin, and then inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale back to center, and then left ear to left shoulder. Back to center, right ear to right shoulder. Back to center, and then left ear to left shoulder. So we can continue with this little half circle, or if it feels okay for your neck, we can go from our right shoulder, lift your chin up. So we don't want to tilt our head back, but lift the chin up, keep the back of the neck nice and long, come to the left shoulder, back down, chin to chest. So instead of doing a half circle, we're doing a full circle. The next time we have our chin to chest, we're going to pause and go the other way. So left shoulder first. Remember, we can continue with our half circle or do our full circle. Let's listen to our neck and our shoulders. And do 2 more circles in this direction if that works for you. And then chin to chest 1 more time. Take 1 full relaxing inhalation, exhalation, and then we're going to gently float our chin back up to neutral. Let's take a breath or 2 here. Just checking in. If there's any other movements you'd like to do, please feel free to move any way that feels good. And we're going to do 1 breathing practice before we go into final relaxation. And we're going to do our alternate nostril breathing. So we want to make sure that we leave our class nice and balanced. So we're going to take our right hand and place our right thumb on the right side of our nose or right nostril, and then use either the ring finger, the middle finger, whichever other finger we're going to use for our left. So we're going to start by closing our right nostril and inhaling through the left nostril. Close the left and exhale right. Inhale right, close, exhale left. Inhale left, close, exhale right. Inhale right, close, exhale left. And continue that flow at the rhythm of your breathing. Full inhalations and exhalation. It's not a race. And if you feel uncomfortable or feel a little dizzy or lightheaded doing this particular breathing pattern, just go back to breathing through both nostrils, placing hands on the lap. But if we're continuing to do our alternate nostril breathing, let's do 3 or 4 more rounds. And we're going to finish up with an exhalation out the left nostril. And then once you're there, take your time. Both hands float back down to our lap. We come back to seated mountain and just take some nice relaxing centering breaths in and out through both nostrils. And once more, feeling free to close our eyes. To follow the rhythm of our breathing as it flows in and out through our nose. Feel the gentle rhythmic rise and fall of our bellies as we breathe. And scanning through our bodies, just noticing open joints and relaxed muscles. Everything feeling a little more relaxed, a little more open. We feel a little calmer, a little more centered. And keeping ourselves present in the moments, connected with the relaxing rhythm of our breathing. Let's enjoy final relaxation today. So please feel free to stay in final relaxation for as long as you'd like. But when we feel ready, let's start to wake ourselves up. To gently move and stretch any way that feels good. To gently wake up our bodies. Move our joints a little bit. A few deep, relaxing breaths. And when we're ready, let's bring our hands together in front of our hearts. Remembering all that we did through our practice today. And how healthy our joints feel right now, all lubricated, giving us better mobility. Remembering that motion is lotion, so let's keep moving. Let's honor our bodies, stay healthy and well, and enjoy the rest of our day. Namaste. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.